Running from guilt and from sorrow, disguised and from things insecurity hides. Running from doubt and the pressure to cope and no semblance of hope on the rise. Running from heartbreak and love, running from who we had failed to become. Running from theory, then came to realize he was left all alone with the words of the wise. And so on, the day when our passage entwined, now longing the tooth at the end of his line. He said, friend, go yonder, but bear this in mind. In this world, no one truth, you can't run from time.
Episode 10. Where have you been? You guys are wondering where I was at. I should have said something. I'm sorry. Look. After I saw Algeron become the thing that he swore to become, when he took that mask off and showed me his face, I had to go away for a while. I had to realize so much, so many things that happened in the timeline besides last year and that year I went to grab my sword. I don't understand. The things that I had to believe that I can do were things that were the impossible. Where did you guys want? Where did I went? For answers. I went to somewhere where I could find answers and learn to be myself again. That path was taken a long time ago. Do you think I really need the Storm League just to stop Algeron? No. I'm not gonna risk it. I'd like to meet them if it's a chance. If all of us can meet, like I did before. Many months ago, I ran a thing for sports, and it was called cross country. That was what was making me whole. It made me learn that I had a group, a clan. It made me realize that I had so many friends there. And when the season ended, we all just kind of disappeared. And it wasn't because of me. It was Algeron flowing the time. We've been fighting for I don't know how long, but he says we've been fighting for years. But I don't believe it. I don't know why Reverse Thunderstorm didn't tell me about this before. I always had that fear he may return one day, but is it true? No. I killed Reverse Thunderstorm. I killed him twice. He's gone. I erased him from existence twice. But that memory's gone. Who knows? I never realized anything until now. But what's the thing? What's the point? I want to know one question that Algeron was keeping an answer from me. I want to know where my sidekick is. I want to know where King Storm is. He didn't tell me that. Kid Storm was supposed to be fighting by my side, and he never told me where he was. He hasn't told me that yet. I feel like we're getting close. So close that if I find Kid Storm and my friends from the Storm League, some of them, or at least one of them, I can end this once and for all. I know that Algeron and you guys haven't seen any dragons that he's raised. That's because there are no dragons. The thing I'm trying to stop him from is getting dragon powers. He goes to these various locations that he says, oh, there's a dragon there. Let's go revive it. He's wrong. That's his secret. The secret is that he has been trying to get the powers of a dragon, where the scales of the dragon cannot be killed for a bunch of armor. You know the truth? I didn't really go looking for answers either. I was in training. See, and the thing is, I wanted to find Algeron. I needed to look for answers. I needed to train more. I just had to get away from everything and start over again. And that's what I'm going to do now. Even it means looking into the past, the present, the future, all of it. I need something new. I think it's time. I think it's time to change something. It's time to sacrifice something. I think I want to retire something. And I'm going to show you when I'm going to retire, unfortunately. Okay. So here it is. The thing that I'm going to retire. This. These things were my prized items since the beginning. I don't know about this one, but this sword meant a lot to me. And it's dying. Every time I try to swing it, this goes off to the side. But the truth is, do I really want to do that? And I really want to. So, with that being said, I'm going to show you my new weapon. And my new weapon is something awesome and more skilled that I have to use, besides the sword that I've learned from the past few years. But this one, you may have seen me used training with the sword, almost. But this weapon is way better than the sword, because back in the ancient era of thunder, my people would use a staff, a wooden stick that would go into the battlefield knowing the teachings of the old wise people. They would be wise with that staff of theirs. And besides, I'm going to grab my staff, so you just sit back and wait for a second. Here she is. Behold, my new staff. I know it's a pretty long thing, but anyway. This staff was the old staff that I used to fight Reverse Thunderstorm's duplicates here at home. When I was a little boy, I would hold this stick as well. I had this thing since I was younger. Before I changed the timeline, but is the dragon gonna die? The thing that swore to come out of the dream world? Yes. But I know how to defeat Algeron. With this has been giving me power. It's a lightning calibration system. With putting one hand into it and crunching it into my fist, it's been giving me power. I know I shouldn't be using it. It's something that Algeron used a long time ago. But that's the thing. I have to use everything that I got to put an end to this dragon anarchy. It's the only way. Even if it means taking the hat or wearing the hat, it doesn't matter who you are. I realized during that time when I was away, it's not a bad thing to be yourself. Don't change for who you are. Be the person you want them to be. Also, be the kind of person you want to meet. That's the true story behind it. Even though all this is strange, and I may not understand what my little mind says to you all, but I am Thunderstorm. I've said this all the time, but it ain't the way it should have been. Let us take this, the new day, as the rise or the rise of being a hero once again. That's what I'm going to do. This is how it should have started a long time ago. But yeah. With that, I don't know where Kid Storm is. So many questions, so many answers to them. The only way I'm going to find Kid Storm is if I find Algeron. And the only way I'm going to find Algeron is if I find the Iron Storm Lords. If I find one of them. Doesn't mean it has to be all of them. It has to be one of them. A certain one. Either has to be my sidekick, or has to be someone I knew that was part of the Storm League, and we do a thing really well together. We would ding 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 every time we meet each other, all the time. It was a cool thing that we did. But yeah, if I can meet one of those two people again, Algeron can be done for. I can end his revolution before he even starts the revolution. That's the whole point. The whole goal is to stop Algeron from fighting, or not fighting, but from starting a war. If we could stop him from creating his war, perhaps there would be peace in this world once again. This is the whole entire thing that's going to go on. We find Kid Storm. In order to find Kid Storm, we need to find Algeron. In order to find Algeron, we have to find we either have to find Kirsten Fast or the other one that I didn't mention to you guys. She was a good friend of mine. Like I said, dating names all together. Her name was Storm Girl. If I could find Storm Girl, perhaps I can reunite what was lost to us. I have to find one of them. If I don't, Alcaron may start his war soon. I have to prevent this from happening. Even if it means traveling through great heights or roads just to find it. I'll even go back to the place that was my favorite place of all time. The Suline Pits, where it all began. I'll even go back there for a second time. But I'm planning to take him here, to take Algaron there. Because you want to know why? I want to fight Algaron in the Suline Pits. Because I started this year there, in the Suline Pits. That's where it all began. It's got to end there. And if it does, like I said, peace will be upon this world. But this is only the beginning. Even though people were asking, where have I been? People were wrong. People said, Hunter, you did something good today. You had a good reason why you should have left. I thank them for that. I'm glad you guys understand why I left. Thank you. But this is only the beginning.